Now that every single day, it seems, there is a new negative headline, there is a new hit piece against him, I am now 100% certain that what he was saying was true.
Do you know he was saying it about Republicans? I can't tell. I can't tell right now if you're lying or if they just didn't even let you know about that part. Like, all right, we got a story planned for you today, Michael. You're going to talk about how the left is destroying Madison Cawthorn, because apparently he revealed that some people, some operatives in Washington at the highest level, have gay cocaine orgies. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, we're going to talk about how the left is trying to destroy him because of this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do I need to know anything more? No, that's it, Michael. You'll be good to go. Just get out there and smile. I want to see why the left is going after Madison Cawthorn.
Speaking of young, controversial men, I meant to get to this last week, but I'll get to it now. Madison Cawthorn. Madison Cawthorn is a freshman member of Congress, young guy, young conservative member of Congress. And boy, has he been in the headlines lately. Boy, has Madison Cawthorn been in the headlines. Oh man, it seems like this guy can't do anything right. He, just about 2 weeks ago, there were big headlines about how Madison Cawthorn might be guilty of financial impropriety or insider trading because he invested in a crypto coin.
No, you're not telling the story, Michael. That's not what happened. He did a little rug pull, apparently. Well, the crypto itself did a rug pull. The Let's Go Brandon cryptocurrency, and then he apparently took quite a bit of money from them, and then also started making some videos where he was a little bit intoxicated and talking about the moon or something, going to it, I assume. So yeah, there's that, and then the whole thing was done with the knowledge that they may have been intending to do that as well. So it turns out that might be not something the politicians can do. Oh, on top of which, he keeps bringing guns to the airports. There's that. I know this is probably not what you're going to talk about, though.
And then there was another headline. Madison Cawthorn was caught driving with a license revoked because he had had some speeding tickets that he hadn't paid yet. And then last week, this was a really weird one. There was this video that leaked of Madison Cawthorn, and it looked like he was not wearing very much clothing, and he was kind of like, I don't know.
By not very much, do you mean none? do you mean naked? Yes, probably what you're going for.
He was like doing something on a couch with a buddy of his or something. They were he was like yelling, and I don't know. I didn't watch it all that closely.
Ooh, wow, Michael, tell me more. How closely did you watch it? What did you like about it? I mean, I think it would have been a lot better if you'd approached this one with the old, boys will be boys. They do pranks on each other, just every now and then you might wake up and find someone humping you in the face with their raw cock. That's just something that happens, it's just locker room antics, little pranks, if you will. But then to just kind of dance around it like this, or it's like, he may have been, I don't know, various states of undressed or something, and then he's doing an action or something. Like, I didn't watch a lot of it. Wasn't really my thing. Only saw it in slow motion about 47 times until I got completion, and then I don't really know what all the fuss is about.
But people were saying this is really weird. This is a shocking, scandalous video, and I thought, why is everyone going after Madison Cawthorn right now? Because
Trump said he might undo his endorsement of Madison Cawthorn. Really? Trump? Oh, come on, Trump. You're all about the locker room talk. Whatever happened to grab him by the pussy? I thought you were Mr. Sexual Salty.
None of these scandals in particular seem all that. It's not like there was an actual sex tape of him that leaked. It's not like he was caught committing some crime on camera or something. It was like kind of a strange video, but I don't know, there are lots of strange videos.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. It did have its highlights, especially. I mean, some of us enjoy it more than others, I guess. Maybe a cool glass of Chardonnay and then a sticky keyboard is a weekend for some.
And then driving while his license was revoked. When I think of the crimes that members of Congress.
What about bringing a gun into an airport? Is that one gonna register at all for the second time?
Regularly commit. That seems pretty low on the list. And then he invested in some stupid crypto coin. Why are they go? Oh,
he invested in the crypto coin. What is going on? What is on? I contend, sir, that this is a blank page. All right, just like this is blank up here, this is blank too. I do not think you have anything written. You keep looking down at it, but you're just looking at, I don't know, is it just like one line of encouragement? Michael, you're beautiful. Know that always, or something like that. Because what the fuck are you talking about right now?
I remember why they're going after him, because Madison Cawthorn blew the whistle on their coke-fueled orgies just a few weeks ago.
Here's the real reason the left is going after Madison Cawthorn. Is this a typo? Did you mean to say the right? Did you mean to say the old guard, the rhinos, maybe?
The sexual perversion that goes on in Washington. I mean, being kind of a young guy in Washington with the average.
I hate to break this to you, but the left does not care about sexual perversion. We're sexually perverse. We're very open about that kind of stuff. We're not the ones trying to restrict people's desires, wants, private bedroom attire, naked videos where you just happen to be humping your friend's face, stuff like that. We're not the ones who are freaking out about that. You've got the wrong crew. The gay cocaine orgies, most of the people on the left were like, well, you know what, that dude sucks. He's kind of a Nazi, but at the same time, I mean, that is probably one of the only base things about him, is that he seems to be okay dressing in women's clothing, talking about the gay orgies, engaging in gay orgies potentially, all that kind of stuff. Like that was never something that the left cared about.
Age is probably 60 or 70.
The kid being his cousin, yeah, okay, well, that one is yikes.
And I look at all.
But Republicans shouldn't care about that. They love Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani married his cousin. He didn't just fuck her. He married her. He was like, I got to put a ring on it. You know, it's just too good. The cussy.
People, a lot of them that I've looked up to through my life. I've always paid attention to politics, guys. That then all of a sudden you get invited to, like, oh hey, we're gonna have kind of a sexual get together at one of our homes. You should come. And I'm like, what did you just ask me to come to?
Rudy Giuliani did what? I love when people discover this for the first time. It's just, I'm going to be honest, it's one of life's simple pleasures. Yes, Rudy Giuliani married his cousin. That is a true thing that happened. Rudy Giuliani married his fucking cousin.
Yeah. And then you realize they're asking you to come to an orgy. Yeah. Or the fact that, there's some of the people that are leading on the movement to try and remove, addiction in our country. And then you watch them do, a key bump of cocaine right in front of you. And it's like, wow, this is wild.
When Madison Cawthorn made these claims, I was not totally sure that he was telling the truth or that these things were actually happening. I thought it was likely that what he was saying was true, but I wasn't totally sure. Now that pretty much the moment he made those comments on air, now that every single day, it seems, there is a new negative headline, there is a new hit piece against him, I am now 100% certain that what he was saying was true.
Do you know he was saying it about Republicans? I can't tell. I can't tell right now if you're lying or if they just didn't even let you know about that part. Like, all right, we got a story planned for you today, Michael. You're going to talk about how the left is destroying Madison Cawthorn, because apparently he revealed that some people, some operatives in Washington at the highest level, have gay cocaine orgies. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, we're going to talk about how the left is trying to destroy him because of this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do I need to know anything more? No, that's it, Michael. You'll be good to go. Just get out there and smile.
And look, we know that Washington, D.C. is extremely corrupt. We know that members of our government are very frequently degenerate. And we know that they've all got blackmail on one another. Okay, that has been true for
right-wingers, conservatives.
At least the blackmail part has been true for the entire history of politics. But what Cawthorn here is describing is now actually happening. Because in that interview, he says, look, in the way that...
This is a weird bit for him to have done, by the way. If I'm being serious, I think he's just lying through his teeth. But to try and spin this as a leftist thing, and then also acknowledge that this must be true. Now I know for certain this is true. You are acknowledging that there are conservatives who are in the closet, who are engaging in gay orgies featuring cocaine. That's what you're acknowledging right now.
Everyone covers it up as everyone says, look, you shouldn't say this thing, you shouldn't vote this way, you shouldn't do this thing because we've got some videotape of you, or we've got some arrest record of you, or we've got some bad, so that would sure look bad in the headlines. And they're all using this dirt to control one another. This is the plot line of House of Cards. This is, you see this throughout LBJ's life, in that Robert Caro biography of LBJ in particular. He wielded blackmail. And so I totally buy it. Madison Cawthorn, when he made these claims, the Republican leadership, too, got really angry with him. Oh, boy, did they come down hard on him. And he sort of recanted it a little bit, but not totally. And they're obviously just pressuring him, and now they're trying to send a message. And this is another example of, I think the tactics are backfiring here. Okay, I think the tactic of sending angry mobs to the conservative justices' homes, they thought that that was going to give them the outcome they wanted. I think really it's just, I hope it's hardening the justices on this, and it's certainly hardening the American people. You can see.
Good choice of phrase. Oh, it's hardening the American people, all right. Oh, yeah.
Even just since the leak came out, you can see momentum moving in the pro-life direction. Same thing here. If I was 50-50 on Madison Cawthorn talking about the coke-fueled orgies in Washington, D.C., I'm now more like 80-20. I'm now more like 90-10 here. I'm now pretty certain.
Well, I'm glad, because you're acknowledging again that the Republicans are having gay cocaine orgies, Michael. That's what you're saying out loud right now.
Certain that what he's saying is true, because the intimidation campaign against him is so blatant. I refer to
even Madison Cawthorn has come out and said that this happens to be the rhinos, by the way. He's like, yeah, I see you trying to come after me with this drip, drip, drip campaign.
Myself occasionally as Nostradamus. Well, look at what Cawthorn did. Talk about a crystal ball. He said, look, they're going to start leaking a bunch of stuff about me if I talk about their coke-fueled orgies. And then what do you get 2 weeks later? I'm glad you like.
I'm glad you like that. That's very presumptuous of you. You don't know whether or not I liked it. And I hated it. And I hate you. So no, there's no enjoyment here. Only hate watching. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback, because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free. Just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to embark on a mighty jihad in your name. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble jester, attempting in vain to get you to laugh. To our valiant knights of the Round Table, Benji Arnie, Tech Tink, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood. It doesn't matter what I believe, it only matters what I can prove. Egbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tao, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevbot, EXE, Brian Ephraim, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our mugs and salute our brave heroes off to another glorious conquest.